Thank you. As we get started tonight, we do have a couple of announcements to give to you. I'm going to ask Chief Staines if he will come up, and we'll talk a little bit about a fire ban that we are going to help put in place, part of the county.
2 minutes ago.
On that, and we'll talk about it. We are in a little bit of a drought situation, so kind of a tough time. But Chief, thank you.
Good afternoon, and thanks for this opportunity to come in front. But basically, Sunday night, North Carolina put 14 counties in a burning ban. Caldwell County wasn't one of those 14 counties. Yesterday, we kind of had some conversations between us, other municipalities, and Caldwell County to discuss our options. Last night, Bluntman County did go into their own self-imposed burning ban. So this morning, after meeting with Forest Service, National Weather Service, looking at their fire behavior experts, the weather, what's coming, basically the drought, if you're looking where we are, we've not had significant rain in the last 40 to 50 days, depending on where you are in our area. So you've got that. You know, there's a small chance of rain Friday. That they are fear, though, that whatever we do get may not even hit the floor of the woods, and the wind's going to dry it off because they're suspecting that we'll have higher winds Friday or Saturday. So with all that, we've kind of came together. As of 5 o'clock, Caldwell County, all the other municipalities have signed off on a burning ban to put us in effect. Basically, you can't burn. It's only for good within 100 feet of your residence or an occupied structure that you can't open burn. So we will approach that way. I know Forest Service is having some other meetings. Hopefully, they will do more in our area that'll go outside of those 100 feet when they implement. So, but that's the biggest thing is within 100 feet of a residence or an occupied dwelling, you can't have an open burn. Minus if it's that grill, you can still grill in your backyard. We're telling people to use caution.
Okay.
So with that, any questions?
Any questions of Chief Staines? We have signed the proclamation for it, so
Correct.
we'll put that in effect.
I guess the biggest fear is like little fire pits that make ambers and all.
Yeah.
Kind of stay away from that.
And the biggest thing we're telling them to call,
But-
and if you have questions, let us come check. You know, unfortunately, there is some monetary fines. And if the Forest Service puts in a ban, their fines are higher, you know, than tells court costs and stuff. But yeah, it's those embers floating. The fire behavior expert with the Forest Service in his 28 years, this is the driest he's ever seen it, to his knowledge. They're comparing it to 2016, as Chief Jacobs mentioned this morning in the call, because I'm sitting in there at that point thinking 2016, and he mentioned Gatlinburg, and we all know what happened there. So, and they're saying we're trending 3 to 7 days ahead of the dryness from that, with no rain really in sight till later next week. So that's where our fear
There's a lot of
is.
fuel on the ground with these leaves.
There's
too.
a lot of dry fuel on the ground, and I know that, so, but it's well needed, but that's basically the information. If you have questions, you know, we've tried to social media blast. Josh has put stuff out. Caldwell County's put stuff out, so we're trying to get the word out to educate the public.
Okay. Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
We appreciate it. Now I'm going to recognize our Director of Public Services, Bradford Thomas, to tell us about the drought.
He kinda gave me away.
Yeah.
Yes, we are extremely dry. Appreciate the opportunity. Just very quickly, as we do participate with the Catawba Watery Water Management Group, and the Drought Management Advisory Group, as part of that, they have issued a Stage 1 drought condition for the Catawba Watery River Basin. Rainfall has just not been there. And it's extremely dry right now with all of the leaves falling. There's, as Chief said, there's a lot of fuel on the ground. What that means being in a Stage 1 is basically still more of a voluntary reduction for our customers. We'd like everybody to try to cut back about 5% on their consumption at home. If you've got some leaks you've been putting off that needed to be fixed, do that. You know, monitor washing your cars. Use one of the car washes in town that recycles the water. Watering your grass, keep it to an inch or less during the week if you must water. But try to cut back. Wash full loads of clothes. Just real common sense types of things. So we just ask everybody to cooperate, and hopefully we'll start seeing some rain in the near future. Part of my being here is usually after I tell you about the drought that's going on, we managed to get some kind of rain, and hopefully we'll get some significant rain soon.
Well, thanks
I
for bringing
think-
that rain.
I think from what I was seeing with the long-term forecast, we are seeing in next week and on out some better chances of being able to get some rain and maybe get some relief. But I just wanted to take a minute and discuss that with you and let anybody know if they've got any questions about their water use, they can certainly call us, and we'll be glad to help them any way we can.
Thank you, sir. Any questions of Radford concerning rain? Or lack thereof. All right, we now have a couple special recognitions that we're going to do, honoring the proclaiming National Hospice and Palliative Care Month. I guess you got that for me right here, pretty sure. I'm gonna ask William Williams if he'll come up and join me. And we also have Lisa Cavanis. I got it right, how about that? So, we're gonna present this to you. Welcome, thank you. Glad to have you with us tonight.
Thank you for having us.
Yeah, you are the, let me make sure I got this right, the Director of Faith and Community Outreach.
You got it.
Did
You know,
good.
We rely a lot on churches to help us, so we try to help the churches.
Okay, good. Let's present this, and then we'll let you maybe say a couple things. We're gonna shoot a picture, but we'll do it when we do both of the proclamations tonight. So, whereas for more than 40 years, hospice has helped provide comfort and dignity to millions of people, allowing them to spend their final months at home, surrounded by their loved ones. And whereas the hospice model involves an interdisciplinary, team-oriented approach to treatment, including expert medical care, quality symptom control, and comprehensive pain management as a foundation of care. And whereas, beyond providing physical treatment, hospice attends to the patient's emotional, spiritual, and family needs, and provides family services like respite care and bereavement counseling. And whereas palliative care delivers expertise to improve quality of life and relief from pain, can be provided at any time during an illness, and hospices are some of the best providers of community-based palliative care. And whereas every year, more than 1 million Americans living with life-limiting illness and their families receive care from the nation's hospice programs in communities throughout the United States. And whereas hospice and palliative care organizations are advocates and educators about advanced care planning that help individuals make decisions about their care they want. And whereas the Centers for Medicare and Medicaid Services have pledged to put patients first in all of its programs, including hospice, ensuring a coordinated and patient-led approach to care, protecting patient choice and access to individualized services based on a patient's unique care needs and wishes. Now, therefore, I, as mayor, and on behalf of the City of Lenoir City Council, do hereby proclaim November 2023 as National Hospice and Palliative Care Month in Lenoir, and encourage all citizens to increase their understanding and awareness of care at the end of life, discuss their end-of-life wishes with their families, and observe this month with appropriate activities and programs. This, the 7th day of November, 2023. Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Present this to you, and I'll let you, if you have a few things you'd like to say, please do.
Thank you. Just first off, want to say thank you so much to the city for all that you have helped us in order to grow and provide care to the members of this community and others. For those of you who might have been thrown by the name change, Orem was Caldwell Hospice and Burke Hospice, and then we merged 2 years ago, but we still keep that local focus. And I would once again like to encourage everyone to please give us a call if anybody in your family or yourself happen to have any sort of illness. A lot of folks think that you only call us at the very end. That's not true. You should call us several months in advance so that we can work with you and figure out what your care needs are, what the care needs of your family are, and that we can provide that quality care and keep you as comfortable, as safe, and as dignified in your own home as possible. So once again, thank you so much. Deeply appreciate this.
Now we're going to do the second one, for special recognition tonight on behalf of the council. This would be presented to Jamie Willis, who's the Executive Director of the United Way of Caldwell County. We are proclaiming Tuesday, November the 28th, 2023 as Giving Tuesday throughout the city of Lenore and the county. Giving Tuesday is a global giving movement that has been built by individuals, families, organizations, and businesses and communities in all 50 states and in the countries around the world. Jamie, welcome. Glad to have you here. It's always good to have the good side of the Willis family come out and join. All right, let's read this and present this to you. Proclamation recognizing Giving Tuesday. Whereas Giving Tuesday was created in 2012 as a simple idea, a day that encourages people to do good. And whereas Giving Tuesday is a celebration of generosity and volunteerism where people give whatever they are able to give. And whereas Giving Tuesday is a day where citizens work together to share commitments, rally for favorite causes, and build a stronger community, and think about other people. And whereas it is fitting and proper on Giving Tuesday that, and on every day to recognize the tremendous impact of philanthropy, volunteerism, and community service in the city of Lenore. And whereas Giving Tuesday is an opportunity to encourage citizens to serve others throughout this holiday season and also throughout the year. Now therefore, I, as the mayor of the city, and on behalf of the City of Lenore City Council, do hereby proclaim Tuesday, November 28, 2023 as Giving Tuesday in the city of Lenore and encourage all citizens to join together to give back to the community in any way that is personally meaningful. This is the seventh day of November 2023. Thank you.
Thank you.
Very much. I'll present that to you and I'll give you a few minutes if you'd like to let us know about some things.
Well, last year I feel like I rambled on about finding your passions. So I wrote a little thing down, and I swear I could read this last week, but I need some glasses. So I'm just going to do that from memory. But again, thank you so much for giving this proclamation to United Way and to all nonprofits in our community. And I really feel like this is kind of a partnership between the city and our nonprofit sector, because you all are here, we have kind of the same mission. We're here to, make sure our citizens have the best lives that they can, and you all protect us by having our police department, our fire department, and making sure our water is clean back there. And we're here to make sure that people have, basic needs. They have shelter to go to and help with that, and art to look at. And so really, I feel like we have a partnership between the city and municipalities and nonprofit sector. So thank you so much for this recognition, and I just appreciate it. This might as well be a paperweight.
Thank you. Council, let's come down and shoot a picture. Pictures. We'll do that and then we'll put you back.
Well, you going to open it for me? I'm going to close it. So you can get back in. Lock it. It's not locked.
All right, can you see everybody?
John, can I get you to go on the other side real fast?
He said,
Thank you.
One more, everybody look here, smile nice and pretty. 1, 2, 3. Thank you.
I'm a nice guy. They call me chicken again.
No, I apologize.
That sounds like a threat.
I'll take it back. I don't mind apologizing.
Yeah, I can get a dead look in my eyes like anybody else.
I know, I'm sorry.
system. Okay. Thank you. I'm gonna stop here 1 second. I want to, please give our condolences to Councilmember Kent Greer and his family. Kent's wife's mother passed away recently. The service is coming up Sunday, November 12th at Roadhead First Baptist. Rachel Burris Monday was his mother-in-law, and Susan Greer, of course, his lovely wife. So sorry, Kent, and just this minute found about it. So we wanted to pass that on to you.
Thank you.
And our prayers are with you and your family on that, so. Okay.
He's had his share of it here.
Yep.
Okay, we'll move into our FY 2022-2023 audit presentation, and we will recognize our auditor, Cynthia, we call you Cindy, but Randolph. Cindy has done this for us now a couple of years, and we are glad to have you. Appreciate the report, and I'm gonna turn it over to you for that report.
Yeah, wow, it's hard to believe it's another year. Seems like I was just here a year ago. Time flies when you're having fun. But anyway, I would like to thank the council, Scott, Donna, the staff of Lenore for allowing me and our firm to do the audit again this year. It's always a pleasure to work with them. Donna does a fabulous job on the finances and keeping everybody in line. Scott does great. Goes through this audit and gives me some corrections. And so, anyway, they do a fabulous job here. The audit has been submitted to the Local Government Commission. We submitted it either the October 30th or 31st. So we'll wait to hear from them. I did issue an unmodified opinion on the financial statements, which is the normal type of opinion you'd want in an audit of your financial statements. The city did have a single audit this year under the uniform guidance because federal funding was $750,000 or more. I did audit as part of the single audit. You have to audit certain programs within the city. So I did audit as a major federal program in the 22-23 year, the Clean Water Revolving Fund. And for the major state funds was the POW Bill Fund and the Building Reuse Grant, which was new this year in the 22-23 year. And as part of doing those audits on the compliance side of it, the Local Government Commission puts out compliance programs for us to go by according to the funding that you receive. And so you have to look at the internal controls and how the money has been spent according to the grant and the funding. We did not have any material weaknesses or significant deficiencies in the compliance or in the internal control for the city of Lenore. So that's great. Now, I am going to hit a few points here, and I think Donna included in your packet just kind of the summary of the financial highlights. I'm not going to go read down through those. I'm just going to hit a few points here. City had a really good year this year. There were no violations of being over budget, nothing that came to our attention. The Local Government Commission publishes each year a median of fund balance as a percent of your general expenditures for all of North Carolina municipalities. So from what we saw this year for the 22-23 year, a city in North Carolina, town, municipality, the size of Lenore, the median fund balance as a percentage of your general fund expenditures for all of North Carolina, the median part is 46%. Now, the city of Lenore's unassigned fund balance for the general fund, and this is mainly for the general fund that we're talking about, was $17,032,351, representing 79.37%, so well above the 46%, which was the median that the Local Government Commission gets all the information from all the North Carolina municipalities. Let's see, and this was an increase in the general fund balance. This was an increase in the 22-23 year of $2,246,250 for the general fund from the previous year. The city's debt did decrease by 100,000, little over 100,000, it's 100,435 in outstanding principal that was paid during the year. The city's legal debt margin as of 22-23 was $205,350,187. So the local government commission puts out, for the legal debt margin of how much debt you can have outstanding, and you guys are well under that. The city maintained a tax collection rate on property taxes of 97.8%, which is great. The water and sewer fund, the change in net position for the water and sewer fund at June 30th, 23 was $1,427,071. So that was kind of like your net income. So that was good for the water and sewer fund. And of course, then you had all kinds of capital project funds and special revenue funds, and we won't go into those. Overall, for the June 30th, 2023 year, the city's in excellent financial position. I think you guys should commend yourselves for a job well done, especially the staff, and keeping up with the expenditures compared to budget. They did a great job. Are there any? And Donna has all the hard copies. I think David likes to see a hard copy, so
course David
she
does.
does have all
Only
the
David.
copies.
Doesn't everybody want one to keep?
I know, that's right. You want to go home and read this at night.
Nighttime
Can't
reading.
wait, right?
Yeah. So, anyway, so if anybody would like one, and she'll also have an electronic copy that you could send by, email to. Any questions?
Any questions of Cindy?
It's good news.
Great report.
Great news, great report.
Great, yes. Good report,
Thank you.
guys.
Thank you for sharing good news.
Oh, yeah, yeah, that's good.
I didn't.
Okay.
Yeah.
Is that it?
Here.
Okay, I'm
Thank
gonna
you.
sneak out. Get back up.
People out in the field.
Thanks, guys.
Thank you, Cindy.
Y'all have a good Thanksgiving. Donna, we'll
Thank
be-
you. You as well. So, let's say thank you to Donna, all of our staff, to Scott. You guys just do a phenomenal job. We appreciate, how well you work together and keep the monies in the right places and do all the good things that need to be done. And so we thank you very much for that. I think it's a great round of applause for that. We do need to accept the audit report as presented by Cindy. So I entertain a motion when you're ready to accept the audit report as presented.
Mr. Mayor, I'd like to make a motion that we accept the audit report as presented by Cindy Randolph.
And that's coming from an accountant, which is a good thing. The motion made by Councilmember Stevens to approve the audit presentation as presented. If there's no other questions or comments, all in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
All opposed. Thank you very much. Great job by everyone. Thank you for that. I know we'll be getting another one of those great certificates that says you've done a great job. All right, we'll move on then. We do not have matters scheduled for public hearings this evening, so we'll move to the consent agenda items consisting of minutes of the city council meeting of Tuesday, October 17th. Item B are the minutes of the committee of the whole meeting of Tuesday, October 24th. Item C is a call for a public hearing. This was a recommendation that council call for a public hearing to be held on Tuesday, December 5th, to receive public comments regarding approval of the City of Lenore's fats, oil, and grease, FOG, ordinance as recommended by city staff. Item D is the proclamation we did today for National Hospice and Palliative Care Month. And item E is the proclamation for Giving Tuesday 2023. So A through E are the items for consent. I'll open it up for any discussion and/or motion.
Mr. Mayor, I'd like to make a comment regarding item number C.
Okay?
As I spoke with the city manager, we currently have a fog ordinance. This is not coming up with a whole new one. This is just, changes to that, but it's calling for the public hearing.
Right. Is that any question or comment to that? Everything's good, okay. Any other questions or comments on anything? If not, if you're ready, we'll entertain a motion.
I'll make that motion to approve the consent agenda.
Thank you. Councilmember Purdue makes a motion to, receive the consent agenda items A through E as presented. All in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
All opposed? Thank you. That carries unanimously. All right, we'll move on to requests and petitions of any citizens. I think everybody here is our staff, so I don't know that we have any, unless you guys would like to make any comments or whatever. No, Radford, we've already heard from you. That's right. You are citizens. I stand corrected, of course. You have that right anytime. All right, but seeing no one, we'll move on to, we don't have reports of our boards and commissions, so we'll move on to the report and recommendations. The city manager, Mr. Hildebrand.
A few items tonight for information. First, city offices will be closed on Friday, November 10th in observance of Veterans Day. There will be a Veterans Day service on Saturday, November 11th at 11 a.m. at the American Legion Post 29 facility, and that's at 401 Main Street. The public's invited to attend. The City County Service Committee will meet on Monday, November 13th at noon at the J.E. Broyhill Civic Center. The Economic Development Advisory Committee will meet on Tuesday, November 14th at 8:15 at the J.E. Broyhill Civic Center. The annual Light Up Lenore event will begin on Thursday, November 16th at 7 o'clock to 10 o'clock on the square downtown. There'll be school performances beginning, I think, the 16th at 5, from between 5 and 7. Visits from Santa will be held as well from 5 to 7. The public's invited to attend. The city council will not meet on November 21st or have a committee whole meeting this month, as we scheduled last year not to have those days for folks traveling. The annual Drive-By Community Turkey Tuesday will be held on Tuesday, November 21st, 5 p.m. at MLK Center, and I'll defer to Mr. Perkins or Ms. Thomas to go back and follow up that when I get finished with my comments. City office will be closed also on Thursday, November 23rd, and Friday, November 24th for Thanksgiving. The planning board meeting will be held on November 27th at 5:30 in these chambers. And the Foothills Regional Airport Authority will meet on Wednesday, November 29th at noon at the airport facility. And I think there's also a veteran stand-down Thursday at the Civic Center.
That's right.
I think it begins at 9 to 1,
1.
I believe. So
think
I
it
think the
is,
folks
yeah.
are welcome to go to that as well. But with that's all I have, and I'll defer to Reverend Perkins.
Well, actually, we are glad to be able to host this again, Turkey Tuesday. This is our 9th year in doing this, and each year we try to make it bigger and better. Of course, I don't know if we want to exceed 400 turkeys that we had last year, but this year we're on a good road to having a lot of turkeys for everybody. And I just want to thank the police department, the fire department, and all the guys that help us put this on, because without the police there patrolling and doing the traffic, almost impossible to do. So again, we're looking for a great crowd to come out on the 21st. And you guys not doing anything, we look for you to come there and help us to hand out some turkeys. So it's no pay, just a lot of thank you. So
Just a bunch of turkeys.
yeah, just a bunch of turkeys. So we're just looking forward to it, and thank the city for using the MLK Center and all that we do. So November the 21st, beginning at 5. So Chief, see you there.
It's gonna go quick.
Any comment?
Yeah, I'm just saying, it's gonna be quick. We started, sometimes we have to start around 4:30 because of traffic, so just for any citizens listening or wondering, it's like a Black Friday TV giveaway. When they're gone, and our goal is just to do what we can to be a part of the giving, and we couldn't do it without the volunteers and without all of our partners. We have a lot of partners that are coming on board that are giving monetary donations to help with it. So we'll have a good year and then move on to our 10th year next year.
Chrissy, you told me something at the committee of the whole, I believe it was, that it's helpful if folks will bring a frozen turkey.
Yes.
Because you have
Yes.
Yes.
So we have a.
You might want to speak to that.
Yeah, thank you for reminding me. So part of the issue is having issues of getting turkeys in bulk and then really maximizing the donations that way. But what we need is turkeys. We need frozen turkeys. So we have people that want to give us money. We're not going to turn down money, but there is a couple different hands that we have to exchange just to make all that work seamlessly. So we, more than anything, we need churches and members, to people that are wanting to do something, just drop off 1 or 2 frozen turkeys on that day. Anytime on the 21st, they'll receive the turkey once Martin Luther King opens, and we'll start. But thank you, good reminder, yes.
Very good. Always a great event. Well
Well-attended.
Well attended, yeah, a lot of people. It helps a lot of people, and that's a great thing. Thank you all for doing it for the 9th year.
Yep. Would've been 10, but we had the COVID year, we had to abandon it, and we wish we wouldn't have, but
Yeah.
people are still looking for
Then
the
we
turkeys.
can celebrate 10 next year, I
Yes,
guess.
we
That'll
will.
be good.
That's right.
That'll be good. All right, I would like to say, if, and Matthew, I'll maybe give you something if you want to talk about it. The, town is being decorated. I guess everybody has noticed. We appreciate all the hard work with the Christmas decorations already going up. I know it seems crazy, but we got Light Up Lenore in 10 days, 11 days. So we need to, or less now, we need to, get that ready. And the town is looking great, and there's still a lot still to do, I know, before, that comes up. But, thank you guys, Radford, and all your staff and people with John and Jeff and everybody, and police and fire, with all your help of being there. It's gonna be another great, Christmas season. We're adding more to it. It's even gonna start a little further down. It's in front of the fire station, I think. It's gonna come up, Harper and up, west, to coming into town, so it's gonna be a lot of decorations. Anything else you wanna add real quickly? You're welcome to. Come on, yeah, please.
Well, the only thing I want to add really is just a big thank you to the Public Works Department and Parks and Rec. Without their help and support, all of the ideas that create themselves in my office wouldn't happen, because they're the people that put it together and have been doing a really fine job of making sure that it all gets up and working properly, and kind of taking it a step above next year. So actually, tomorrow you should see some of the new items that we haven't seen go up. So a big thank you to both those departments, Parks and Rec and Public Works. So.
Good. Thank you for that. Looking forward to it. Quick update on a couple of our staff who've had knee surgery. Philip Harper is doing well. I actually saw him yesterday and today. He was out around the polls voting today, and I ran into him. And he's getting along pretty good, still using a walker a little bit to walk till he gets it kind of more stable, but he said he's doing well. And I saw Kaylin a couple of days ago, and she is also doing better, moving on it now without the walker, more with a cane and that kind of thing. But both of them have had, some deals with it, and we're just glad that they're getting better. Keep them in your thoughts as well, and drop them a card or give them a call and just say hello and check on them when you get a chance to let them know we're thinking about them. So we appreciate that. All right, any report from our city attorney?
No, sir.
Okay, thank you. You did that before the council meeting tonight. We got the report.
You did get a report.
We did. And I think we covered everything from the mayor's office. I don't have anything I think that we need to add. Any other thing from any of our council members tonight that anyone needs to add to it? All right, nothing else to come before us. We stand adjourned. Thank you for being with us.